Hey guys, I just feel led to say something about what I think is happening this season. This is the time of the year that friends and family they link up, you know, because this is a holiday period. And most of the things people will talk about when they link up this season is what business they could do together, you know, to just how they can help each other and maybe partner on a project or a business. But I have an advice for you. This period, or when you're having a conversation about, somebody asking you to invest in a business, maybe a brother, a sister, or a family member, or a friend, or a total stranger, asking you to invest in a business, I want you to have as a cardinal consideration when you're investing capital protection. Whatever it will take to protect your capital, I want you to consider that. And one of the things you do in protecting your capital is that you consider that the business has to be a business that if everything goes flat, your capital is still intact. I'll give an example. Real estate is one of the best business anybody can go into, because if a tenant, for example, doesn't pay rent or fails to pay rent, you at least your property is still there. And transportation business is not so good a business to go into. But if the vehicle that you're going to use in the logistics is protected by insurance, by a reputable insurance company, then at least your capital is protected. Then another thing you need to consider in doing business or in investing in someone's business is, or when somebody asks you to invest in his business, is the money that the person is asking you to put into that business, has he ever controlled, managed that money before? It's very important that you check the background, you check the history of the trend of the businesses that person has ever managed. So the amount of money that this person is asking you to bring into this business, has he ever managed that business before? That amount of money before? Has he ever controlled it before? It's very, very, very important. Then for any reason, somebody says bring money, and even when you decide to bring money to that business, please ask for the value, or ask for the assets of that company. This asset of the company, if everything goes down, goes flat, and we force sale this asset, are we going to be able to recover my capital? And if you do the valuation of that business in terms of the assets holding of the company, make sure that whatever you're bringing is not more than half of the value of that asset as at that time. Why I say that is, if for any reason everything goes wrong, or something goes wrong, and you have to for sale that asset, meaning selling it at below the market value, so you'll be able to recover the value of the money you put into that business. So if somebody says bring money, and the business we're talking about does not have an asset that you can hold on to if everything goes wrong, please stay away from that business. Like I said, capital protection is very key. Very, very key. Because you don't make money to waste it. You know? And when you're talking, please say this is business now, not brother, not friends. It's a conversation. We are talking business. Have this at the back of your mind that most importantly, the capital protection has to be utmost in your consideration. You have to have that at the back of your mind that you must protect this capital. So that kind of business that if everything goes flat, the asset is still holding, you're still holding on to something. It's a good business to protect. Secondly, the person that you're going to give the business to manage has ever managed the amount of money that is asking you to bring. Right? It's very key. Thirdly, don't invest more than 50% of the value of the current asset that company has. And when I say the assets, it's not that you have to verify that this asset belongs to the person asking you to bring this money. You have to verify, you have to also make sure that the instruments to dispose of this asset without your knowledge, that they are within your holding, they are within your hands, they are within where you can control it. So I don't show you a piece of land somewhere that belongs to me and we value it at 100 million naira, you bring 15 million naira and you walk away. What is the instrument that confirms that that land belongs to me? Good, that's one. Then we have to put it in an escrow somewhere that I don't have access to, you don't have access to. For anybody to have access to it, they have to be jointly agreed. So that people don't start doing funny things at your back. So this is what I say. Let me bring to you quickly this before you commit money. Because this is the season that a lot of people make that blunder. Where they're drinking, where they're partying, people are throwing up all sorts of business ideas. They look very, very beautiful. Some people are coming on emotional train to invest in their businesses. By March, by April, you're making this. Please and please, take these steps and precautions so that you don't lose your capital.